In a groundbreaking event, the SpaceX Starship rocket, the largest ever built, faced a dramatic failure during its 7th uncrewed test flight, creating a ripple effect across both space and air travel. The rocket experienced what SpaceX termed a rapid unscheduled disassembly, which is code for what civilians might casually describe as blowing up. This failure not only grabbed headlines but also disrupted air traffic significantly, particularly over areas where airspace is especially busy, such as the Caribbean. The rocket's breakup, which occurred just minutes after takeoff, sent debris cascading down from 90 miles above the Earth, triggering a series of flight delays and cancellations that left both passengers and pilots on edge. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, responded swiftly to the situation, temporarily grounding flights from major airports like Miami International and Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International. Pilots in the region had reported seeing streaks of debris from the rocket's disintegration, which raised serious concerns about the safety of aircraft flying below. In a rare move, the FAA implemented a sleeping delay of about 45 to 60 minutes for flights leaving these airports as a precautionary measure. Air traffic controllers informed pilots of the rocket debris and its potential hazard to flights, as heard in live recordings from air traffic control on platforms like liveatetsi.net. The FAA's swift response likely prevented a far more severe disruption to air traffic, ensuring that planes could be rerouted around the area where the debris was falling. This incident marks the first time, to the best of our knowledge, that falling space debris has caused a significant impact on air travel, although it is far from the first time pilots have observed space junk in the skies. The FAA had issued flight delays under the Rare Debris Response Area Protocol, which is established when space debris poses a threat to commercial aviation. The fact that SpaceX's Starship, a vehicle designed to revolutionize space travel, could result in such a delay highlights the growing risks associated with increased private spaceflight. The skies are already crowded with airliners, and as more private companies like SpaceX launch larger and more frequent missions, these incidents could become more common. In response, the FAA is continuing to refine its procedures for handling these kinds of space debris events. While the Starship incident ended relatively quickly, with air traffic returning to normal soon after the delays, it serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers posed by private spaceflight and its unintended consequences on everyday life. It's not just space enthusiasts who need to be aware of these developments, but also the general public, especially those flying commercially. The FAA's role in managing air traffic in the face of increasingly frequent space launches is more crucial than ever. As private companies push the boundaries of space exploration, it's clear that these new ventures will need to work more closely with aviation authorities to ensure the safety of both spacecraft and commercial flights. For now, though, the skies remain a little more crowded than we might have imagined, and the FAA's work in managing this new era of spaceflight will only grow more critical. The SpaceX Starship incident might be one of the first to truly impact air travel in such a way, but it's unlikely to be the last. With rockets becoming larger and more advanced, the risk of debris falling back to Earth increases. For now, the FAA and other aviation bodies will continue to monitor space launches closely and establish protocols to keep both space travelers and regular passengers safe. As for SpaceX, they will likely take this event as a learning experience, adjusting their protocols and safety measures to avoid similar disruptions in the future. What's clear, however, is that the collision of private space exploration with commercial aviation has just begun, and it will require careful coordination and communication to keep the skies safe for all.